Kari and Joji fully bundled up to tackle hay fever over in Japan. Just really attractive to have one of these things up your nose while presenting the newscast here. Wow, incredible. Well, the proliferation of online travel websites, on the other hand, is undeniable the world over. And when was the last time you picked up your airplane tickets at a brick-and-mortar travel store? Well, here in Asia, the industry is seeing a massive boom thanks to an expected explosion in passenger demand from China, now the world's #2 largest economy. Industry trade group IATA believes that in just under 3 years, over 200 million ticket buyers will come from mainland China, but there are challenges. Only a slice of that number actually have internet access. And let's get more insights on what is happening on the online travel space with Charlie Wong, Hong Kong General Manager of ZUJI. Charlie, thank you so much for sparing a bit of time for us. First of all, ZUJI is known for having quite a bit of exposure, quite a bit of presence in the Aussie and Southeast Asian markets. But what about China and Hong Kong? I mean, China and India, you've got more than 2 billion people in these key markets. These are the key growth markets. What are you doing?
In Hong Kong, we are the most comprehensive travel agency online. And also in India, we've got presence there as well. And we've got Travel Guru, which is the largest hotel distributor in India. And whereas for China, we always have plans for mergers and acquisitions in mainland China. And we are always looking into opportunities over there. So we do have plans there, and we definitely have some plans going into the big mainland in China.
Yeah, we could definitely see the room for growth in Asia, given that Asia is a proportion of people who book online just about 20%, 22%, well below the levels that you see in Europe and also in the U.S. You talked about Travel Guru. Now, ZUJI.com was acquired by Travelocity, but you've got different brands in different markets. You've got Travel Guru, you've got Travelocity, you've got ZUJI. Ultimately, when you want to go global, when you're going to want to reach out to more customers, don't you think it's what are your thoughts about creating a unified brand to get more brand recognition instead of sort of different brands and different markets?
I think that's a very good question. We do have plans to have a more unified brand. But whereas for each and every location, we do have the uniqueness in the market. Therefore, we have to pay a little bit more attention to markets like India, whereby we have the Travelocity brand, and whereby in Australia we trade under the name ZUJI, and then in Hong Kong we trade under the name of ZUJI as well. So we do have plans to consider have a more unified brand as such, but we certainly have to pay attention to the local uniqueness of the market.
And you know, the exponential potential of Chinese travel, that it has been said time and time again. But the key issue here in Asia, even with China and India, is that the online travel market remains fragmented at best. What would be the best strategy to navigate through this geographical diversity, if you will?
Geographic diversity, yes. In China, it is a very big place. And if you go to the traditional agencies, that will cause you a lot of problems, and then you have to wait for a long queue and those kind of things. But whereas if you go online, then you just need to go to one website, and then you can see a lot of options available. For example, on our website, we provide hundreds of airlines as well as tens of thousands of hotels. And then when you combine it yourself, we can have dynamic packages, and that's the cutting-edge kind of technology whereby you can have millions of options available. So my suggestion will be to surf the website so that you can have more convenience, more control on your hands.
Well, obviously, that is the rub, Charlie. It's Nicole Lappin in the United States. I'm wondering, though, about the proliferation of mobile and how that's factoring in to people going online, so to speak, to buy their online travel. And what are you seeing more of? Is it the airlines or is it the hotels that you were mentioning?
In terms of mobile strategy, our counterpart in the U.S. has already got a mobile application for trading or for bookings, basically. And also in Asia, we do have plans to reach out to this segment of the market, whereby when you're traveling or when you are on the go, commuting to the office, you can have all the freedom in the world to check out in your mobile handheld, and then you can have all the information in the world as well. So we do have plans to move out to the mobile world as well, and please look out for that.
Charlie, very quickly, you know, this is an industry where you're working in and cutthroat margins, really razor-thin margins. If oil prices continue to move higher, is that going to be a problem for you?
In terms of fuel price, it's definitely going to be a little bit more volatile, but it's going to be just only a very small portion of the air ticket itself. So I don't see that will be a large impact to the air ticket price, and I don't think that will be a very significant impact on the demand for travel, as travel is going to be like a lifestyle necessity in the region. So that wouldn't be affecting the demand of travel.
Yeah, you know, I'm just reading out the survey. Each of China's 1.3 billion people taking just one trip per year, and that number is going to quadruple by 2015. Plenty of opportunities out there. Thank you so much, Charlie. We really appreciate it. Charlie Wong, Hong Kong General Manager of ZUJI as well, and also we still have Rajiv Biswas as our guest host. We'll get some quick final thoughts from him in just a bit, Nicole.
Here's some top stories we're following.